Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be reacting to more finance videos that I found in TikToks, and I thought to myself, why not share it with the rest of the world or my subscribers, my 37 subscribers. Oh my god, I cannot believe that I have already 37 subscribers. It's amazing. Keep it coming. I love it. I love everyone. Okay, let's get to it. Nowadays, people are just making some very bad financial decisions, but also from what I see and from what I had conversations with people, I feel like I feel so happy that more and more people are starting to be more aware about their financial decisions and are starting to be more responsible when it comes to spending. And a lot more people are trying to be more aware of where they're putting their money, how they are managing their finances. And I feel like that's such a beautiful thing, and I wish that more and more people will get into this mindset of saving your money, because overconsumption is like crazy nowadays. Everybody is just buying and buying and buying that they forgot to save money for the future. Literally. Okay, first finance advice is stop acting rich.
Stop acting rich. You don't have any stinking money. Act like a broke person. Why? It's easy. You're a broke person. You make 60 or 90 or 160 a year and you got nothing. Nothing. No money. Payments coming out your ears, out of control, strutting around acting like you're something. In Texas, they call that big hat, no cattle. Stop it. I'm tired of being broke. I work too stinking hard to be this broke. I put up with too much crap to be this broke. If people aren't making fun of you, you're probably not on track, because people are stupid. People are broke. They Said and I Heard is the dumbest financial planning firm out there, because if you look around, 70% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Stupid is on parade all around you. It's a clown show financially. You want to be that? I don't want to be that.
Same, I don't want to be that. Okay, I love the statement. I don't know for the rest of the world, but when he mentioned that 70% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, that is a very interesting fact, because at least from my knowledge and my circle, I know that here people are also living paycheck to paycheck. And only recently that I find more people complain less about money, because then when I understood how they are dividing, or like how they are segregating their money after they receive their paycheck, I found that these people who complain less about finances are saving more money than spending. So basically it also means that they are spending below their they're spending below their means. So I find it very inspiring, because I'm also trying to save money now, and I don't even earn much per year. It's less than $10,000 a year. That's my earning, and I am still able to save some money with that amount of money. I feel like if I can do it, people can do it too. And from here, there's only growth. So educate yourself about finances and on how to save money, and make sure that when you are spending on something, or like you want to spend on something, make sure that it's something that is really, really necessary. Or if you want to spend something, if you want to spend your money on something that you think, oh, this is just for recreational purposes, think whether it is like a need or a want, or whether it is worth it for you to spend money on those kind of things. And from there, make your decision. So yeah, let's go to the next video. Okay, so the next video, I think that it is more relatable for Americans, but I want to see whether it can be taken as an example for people outside of America.
Want to be the first millionaire in your family? You're gonna need to learn how to strip. Now that I have your attention, I'm Vivian, your rich BFF and your favorite Wall Street girly who can show you how. S, savings, 3 to 6 months of living expenses, put it into an FDIC insured high yield savings account to get the most of your money. T, total debt, pay it down. Rank your debt from highest to lowest interest rate and pay it down in that order. R, retirement. Are you taking advantage of tax advantaged retirement accounts like your IRAs or Roth IRAs? Set these accounts up and try to max out these contributions. As for what to actually buy in the accounts, simple target date funds and index funds are a good way to go. I, income. You need to prioritize maximizing your income because it's way easier to save money by making more money than by cutting out every little discretionary expense that brings you any joy. You gotta ask for a raise annually. And P, plan for the future, set 5 and 10-year goals, write them down, and tell a friend so that you can stay accountable. You got this.
Oh, that's nice. I think I mentioned this previously also. I really like Vivian. She gives very good advices on finances, and what she just said in the video, it's amazing because there's just so much knowledge to it. And I would like to take an example for the Roth IRA thing. I think that in certain countries they have a different pension scheme, and for example for me, I have a pension scheme from Malaysia and it's known as EPF. And when you're working, the company that you work in will contribute certain amount of money, and then from your salary they're also going to cut certain percentage where it's going to be the contribution to your EPF account, which is your retirement account. And one time during COVID, they allowed withdrawal because a lot of people couldn't afford the living cost during the pandemic. And oh my God, I was really surprised for the three years that I was working in this corporate company. I had like almost 40,000 in my EPF account, and I'm like, how? I don't even earn that much per year. So it's like, this is one platform where you can really use to your advantage to help your finances grow even more and help save up for your retirement. Oh yeah, when she mentioned savings, I find this tip. Okay, like when she mentioned savings, I really like it also because whenever you get your paycheck, make sure you at least put 30% of your salary into your savings account. No matter if your savings account only give 2% return monthly, that is still return. Put it, if you have a bank, if you have an account in a bank that gives high yield, like high interest, then it's amazing. But if not, even if it gives you 2% return in your fixed deposit, for example, that is better than nothing. So yeah, do it, because that can really help your savings grow instead of just sitting around, and inflation is just gonna make the value of your dollar goes down. Let's go for another video.
Okay, I will be a millionaire by the end of 2025. I'm currently reading The Diary of a CEO, The 33 Laws for Life and Business. The author is Steven Bartlett. Steven said, the most successful people have the 5 buckets of life filled. These 5 buckets are the sum of your professional potential. Bucket number 1 is your knowledge. It's what you know. Bucket number 2 are your skills. What can you do? Bucket number 3 is who you know. What is your network? Number 4 is what you have. It's your resources. And bucket number 5 is your reputation. What the world thinks of you. Who are they seeing? What do they think about who they see? He says that these buckets are interconnected and the foundation of your success, and they're generally fulfilled in the order from left to right, so from 1 to 5. So with your knowledge, you start learning in school. That's how your knowledge foundation is built. But when knowledge is applied, it then becomes a skill. A knowledge, when it is applied, is power. If you want to prevail with long-term stability in your life and in your career, you need to prioritize filling up those two buckets first, your knowledge and your skills. They are the most valuable things for the foundation of your success that you are going to pour into. And this is because no matter what happens, if a business fails, if you lose the job that you have, no matter what, you have the knowledge and you have the skills to either get a new one, start a new one, or do something else. No matter what happens, your knowledge and your skills will carry you. And knowledge can always be applied. And so when you start applying your knowledge and your skills, then you become professionally valuable to others. This is when your network starts to grow. This is when you find people that are also valuable to you. Everyone can't have all of the skills that exist. And so finding the skills where you lack and then finding someone that has that, and then you guys can vice versa, that makes your life way easier. That makes their life way easier, and then you basically have a comrade. And when you have comrades, then your access to resources expands. You see how all of the buckets and the laws are interconnected. Working on your network is so important because let's say you have the best idea, the greatest, coolest thing, and your knowledge and your skills drive the creation of it, but you need to reach people further. And you have a friend, you have a colleague, you have a comrade that is a marketing expert. And you don't have the skill of a marketing expert. Of course, you can go to them for the marketing expertise, but in return, you can also have them teach you, and you can teach them something else that they don't know that you do know. It makes your life easier. And the final bucket is really a culmination of all of the things that we just mentioned put together. It's a culmination of all of the foundations that you've built being so firm and so interconnected that it drives your success and you earn a reputation for that success. That's why every brick that you lay, every bucket that you fill, the way you do it is very, very important and is very valuable. I cannot recommend this book anymore. It is wonderful. And these are the buckets from the first law. So yeah, fill up those 5 buckets and you've got it. Okay, so make a plan. Make a plan right now. Write down the 5 buckets of your life and then focus on how you can rework each one and make them stronger than they already are. I really hope this was helpful. I am in love with this book, getting through it. We're going to be millionaires by the end of 2025, baby.
It's amazing. Oh, wow. 5 buckets. I love that concept. I am so happy that she shares this in her TikTok and make it so easy for us to understand. So I really love what she said, although it doesn't really directly relate to finances advice. I think it can generally be applied to the real life as well. And yeah, just develop your knowledge. When you learn so many things, you can make a lot of good decisions and do things that will incline more towards giving you benefits. So yeah, next video.
I'm 32 years old with a $300,000 net worth, and that may be a lot to some people and very little to other people, but to me, I'm really proud of it because just a couple of years ago, back in 2019, I had a negative $70,000 net worth, and I had no idea what I was doing with my money. I was stressed out all the time. I couldn't handle a $500 emergency, lived paycheck to paycheck. Part of that is because I spent so much of my life believing I was just bad with money and that the only solution for me to get good with money wasn't for me to learn and educate myself. It was for me to find somebody to do it for me. Mostly I was thinking in the aspect of oh, you date somebody, you get married, and then they do the money stuff because I can't do the money stuff because I'm bad with money. But when we do that, we're giving away our power over one of the most valuable assets we have in life. Money is related to literally everything that we do. Our security, our ability to leave a job, our ability to stay in our apartment, believing in this idea that I couldn't do it. It put me in some really bad situations in my 20s where I'd have to live with abusive exes because I couldn't leave. I didn't have the money to go. I'd have panic attacks from not knowing how I was going to pay rent. I went $15,000 into credit card debt for an ex. And eventually, back in 2018, 2019, I finally had this moment where I was like, okay, we can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this thing over and over again because clearly it's not working. And so I started educating myself. I started learning where my money was going. I started focusing on increasing my income, and here we are now. So I increased my net worth by over $400,000 in 5 years, and I'm really proud of that. But what this video is for is I'm gonna do a series of essentially what my journey was. So if that's something that you're into, hop on and enjoy the ride.
Wow, negative $70,000 to $400,000 net worth. That's crazy. In 5 years, that is very, very impressive. And also she mentioned about educating yourself about finances and learning how money works and what's it's like learning how money works and how it goes around, how you can improve on your finances, how to manage it. It is so important to learn so that you know what are the things that you need to do in order for you to fulfill any needs that you want to fulfill. Like for example, for her, she just wants to build her net worth and not stay in a bad situation with her finances. And it's amazing how she has gotten so far. Wow, I'm just like super yeah. Oh yeah, it is important for people not to identify themselves as, for example, I am bad with money, because everything can be learned. And as long as you have the willingness to want to learn about something that you are really passionate about, there's no stopping you. Don't identify yourself as things that you don't want to be. Identify yourself as the person that you want to be, not the person that you don't want to be. And it's the same with finances. If you think that you are bad with finances, then you're going to be bad, because in your mind is a very powerful tool for you to change your mindset. And if you keep on indulging yourself with all these bad self-belief, you are just going to stay in the circle and stay in that rut. So get out of your mind and start learning, develop your knowledge, and be more responsible in making decisions. Let's go.
I became a millionaire by age 26 and became financially free by age 30. These are 3 best tips that I can give you as a self-made multi-millionaire. Number 1, you have to live below your means and stop buying dumb shit. If you're not making over $500,000 a year, you shouldn't be driving a German car. Instead, you should be driving a Toyota or a Hyundai. Also, you shouldn't be wearing LVs, Gucci's, or Dior's. Instead, you should be wearing an H&M or Zara. Number 2, you have to find a way to make money in your sleep. If you don't do that, you're gonna have to work until you die. And the best way to create a passive income source is by investing in real estate. And no, nowadays you don't need that much capital to invest in real estate. You can start out by using a strategy called rental arbitrage. And lastly, number 3, become a contrarian. Stop following the crowd. A person who walks alone are usually the ones that go furthest in life.
Oh, I like his advice. It's true. When you stop worrying, I think it's true. When you isolate yourself from the rest of the world, especially those people who doesn't align with your values and the things that you want to achieve, it is much easier for you to get further, because there are less noise that is disturbing you and making you have limiting beliefs about yourselves. So unless those people are the people that you look up to or done the things that you want to do, then it is good. It's amazing. It's perfect for you to listen to the advice. But otherwise, walk your journey with strong belief that you're going to get there. And as long as you stay true to yourself, nothing can stop you. And yeah, don't buy dumb. It's true. When he mentioned that if you earn less than $400,000 a year, then you shouldn't be driving a luxury car like German cars like Mercedes, BMW or something. And it's true. It's like, start living below your means. Do not overspend, because I love it when he mentioned that live below your means. And when you live below your means, it doesn't mean that you are poor. It's just that you have other responsibilities that is more important to you other than spending your money on stupid things. Okay? And also, when you have money in your savings, like I mentioned just now, you can put it in fixed deposit or high yield savings account. That's also one way where you can make money in your sleep, because you're gonna get dividends and interest from your from the bank that you put your money into. So yeah, when he mentioned real estate, I don't really understand that. I still have to educate myself about that as well. So yeah.
Why don't you buy Louis Vuitton or Gucci?
Well, let me ask you this question. How much money does a Louis Vuitton and Gucci pay you every month? I buy things that pays me every month, like real estate and stocks that pay me dividends. Stuff that you buy is only to show off the things that you don't have. So no, I don't buy stuff to buy liabilities. I buy things that'll pay me money.
Ooh, that hurts. Sometimes I buy things that becomes my liabilities, but there is a very good mindset to have. Buy the things that will pay you back, like stocks. If you have enough money and you understand real estate very well, then why not invest in it? It's an amazing investment, and property prices are just spiking up nowadays because of tourism as well. Like Airbnb during my youth, during my teenagehood, Airbnb was like, nobody cares about that, but now it's like one of the most valuable company in the world, and every person who has like extra housing that they don't use, they just put it as Airbnb, and then they have extra income from that. Just invest your money in real estate if you have enough for it. It's gonna pay off, and educate yourself about how you can use this money to your advantage, and it's gonna pay off in the long run. And like she said, she doesn't have to show people that she has money by owning all these luxury brand items, because wealth is not loud. Like how they say confidence is silent, wealth is also not loud. You don't have to show people that you have all these expensive things to tell people that you're rich, because to be honest, I think that it is true that people who likes to show off that they have all these luxury items are normally not the richest people. Yes, they can afford it, and what it tells you that they have, let's say the Louis Vuitton bag costs $40,000. Okay, what does it say about them? Yes, they can afford $40,000, but also shows that they have $40,000 less in their account or in their net worth, because Louis Vuitton bag depreciates. It doesn't appreciate in value. Okay, so finally, that's all I have to share. It's really important for us to nowadays just save money, be more responsible with our finances, because we don't know, with the current situation of this world right now, we don't know what might happen. And if you want to create different stream of income, there are so many other things that you can do. Like for example, I'm trying YouTube. From there, I don't know, maybe I'll grow, maybe I'm not gonna grow. Yeah, it's always good to have some emergency money in your account, so whenever that you need it, you will have something that is ready to cover you in times of need. So just be more responsible with your finances and think about the future. Yes, you can live in the now and have fun, but think about the future as well. It's not, and save money not out of fear, but just out of love for yourself, because you don't know what's gonna happen. Today's world, anything can happen, so prepare for the future for your own good. With that being said, that's all I have to say in this video. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you like what I delivered and that you may benefit from it. And if you manage to watch until here, thank you so much for being here. I'm really appreciative for each and every one of you, and thank you so much for all the supports that you show me. So yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.
In the meantime, just not doing what I want. Just some me time. You doing what you want. In the meantime.